Hello, everyone. All right, welcome back. This is the Coaches Show, and I'm James Blackwood.
And I'm Howard Hyman.
And today we're having on special guest Coach Logan and Kingston, Gregory, and Kamar.
And Kamar Houston. All right, here's Coach Logan.
All right. Thank y'all for having me.
Start off with a question right here. Obviously, with a tough loss like that last week, as the Chargers look to bounce back next week versus Grenada, how do you kind of want your team to respond to that loss?
Well, obviously, it wasn't the result that we intended to have. But I think you got to look at it, and a lot of people you can look and say, like, it came down to the last play, and it was a good game and everything. But you got to look that there was plays, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, that ended up helping us not get the victory. And so you got to go and look in the mirror and say, hey, pick yourself off the mat, and what can we do to have a full fourth quarter game? And really, at this point, with division play on the horizon, it's all about getting better. And we got better Friday night. And so take what you can with the losses, learn from it, and just apply it to this Friday night.
So I know for a lot of players, it's hard to not blame themselves for one specific play at the end of the game. How do you help them learn or get better from that and not get down on themselves?
Well, I think at the end of the day, the Chargers lost that game, right? It was not one player. It wasn't because of one player did something wrong or bad or indifferent. I run the huddle sideline, and it didn't work the entire first half. So that could be just on me as on everybody else. I think at the end of the day, we're one family, and we win and we lose as a family. And just because one thing didn't go our way, we can't turn on each other. We got to rally around. We talked about this week with our Charger for Life. What do they say? Circle the wagons. So you just circle the wagons, know where the team that we can come together and go about it the next week. Pick your other guy up and let's go.
Again, in response to the loss, does preparation change in any way after a loss the following week?
I think you have a more captive audience with the team because naturally it's just young kids. You win, you feel like, oh, we're doing everything right because we're doing well. So when you lose and you see something that, like obviously our intention was to go win and you don't achieve that goal on Friday night, you have a more captive audience. Hey, let's really get into the nitty gritty of addressing issues and things. But as far as our preparation, no. We always come in on Mondays, let's address something from the game that we need to fix, and then move on to the next opponent and start game planning to be the best we can be on Friday. It's really just about getting better every day and every game. Because if you're building every week and getting better every week, you get to keep playing as you go along because you're getting better, you're getting wins, and then find yourself in places you want to be.
So with our first two games are home games, and this next one's an away game. What are you telling your guys to expect or look to for the tough home or away game against Grenada?
Oh yeah, anytime you're on the road, you get out of your routine, so to speak, at home. So that's always a challenge a little bit to overcome that and everything. But we do a really good job, Coach Cutcliffe and all the coaching staff, kind of organizing that to make sure that we try to stay as much on the routine as possible. But anytime you go on the road and there's another crowd that's a little bit louder cheering for the home team, it's different. But Grenada, they'll bring a loud crowd and everything. It's fun. That's what makes high school football fun. Playing on the road is it's good. It gets the blood flowing. So I think our kids will be ready and it'll be fun.
From your experience, what are some of the toughest challenges that you faced on the road?
Honestly, technology is one of those things, like with the other sidelines, just trying to figure out, hey, where can we stage stuff? If you've seen our operation on the sidelines, it's quite an operation of just stuff that we've got to put out. So understanding where we can put everything, where's power, where's water, all that. There's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes that you don't really know until you're in the nitty gritty of it. So seeing all that, just the logistic part of it, this away game is kind of on the coaching aspect. As far as playing the game, really not much different. Maybe a locker room, getting that together. Like some away locker rooms are really big, like this week, and some are really small. So it's just more logistical thing. But once the whistle blows, it's football. Like I mean, you're here for it, and we're ready to roll.
So, I know a lot of people have different opinions on this, but would you say you like winning at home or away better?
I like winning, period. I mean, it doesn't matter where we get it, home, away, neutral site, it doesn't matter, right? Just win. That would be. But, I mean, there is some moment like, yes, I'd like to beat them at their own house thing, and like, but it's also nice winning at home and celebrating with your friends and family. So, but at the end of the day, Chargers, one more point than the other team, really.
You're the tight ends coach here at Oxford, and obviously with the versatility the tight end can bring as a blocker and also a pass catcher, and sometimes running the ball. What is different, or what's your favorite part about coaching the tight ends?
I mean, one, the players, right? The guys that we've had in that room over the last few years have been awesome. James, you were a part of that room for a little bit. But the guys that we got this year, the kids are just so coachable. We got Luke Farr, Hayden Jones, Carter Kirk's been out there with us, and Rob Lovechurch, freshman, he's been playing well, and a couple underclassmen. But they just show up to work every day. Tight end is a unique position where you're asked to do a lot of things, but what's asked of you is expected of you, right? And so they're up to the task, and really it's just going every day with a bunch of kids that know how to work well and just ready to go.
So also playing tight end, there's so many things you have to learn. You have to learn the blocking schemes. You have to learn the formations of defense running. You have to also run the passing plays. How do you teach all the younger guys to learn those plays?
Oh, it's tough, right? They have to be. I would say tight ends are the second smartest person on the offense behind the quarterback, because you got to know what the offensive line's doing. You got to know what the receiver's doing. You got to know what the running back's doing at times, and then on top of all that, your job. So it's a learning curve, no doubt, and it's a lot of Wednesday morning meetings. It's a lot of meeting time with position stuff, and really maximizing the time we have together that we're learning and everything. It takes a smart individual and kind of a quick on his feet to play tight end, but they all are up to the challenge and do a really good job of it. So.
That's awesome. And for a final question, got a little fun one. What's your favorite uniform combo that we have here at Oxford?
I mean, we are blessed at Oxford that we have a bunch of different combinations for one, but I would say the blue jersey, gold pants, and I'm gonna go white helmet. That white helmet's it's something good. I don't care, like white, blue, gold, it's good. It's good. I'm a little partial with the blue and gold just because it's good, like traditional. I might go blue, gold, but I don't know. That white helmet's really good. I like it.
Thanks so much. Coach Logan, everyone.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right, now we have senior safety Kamora Houston and junior wide receiver Kingston Gregory.
So what would you say the most important thing is, or a way to respond to a loss like that?
Honestly, I just gotta say get better. Yeah, responding to a loss like that, you just have to keep the team together and not let anybody play the blame game, because there wasn't one play that lost us that game Friday. There was a string of plays that lost us that game, so it's really just keeping the team together.
With a loss like that, obviously it's tough with a close loss. how do you try and kind of keep your cool the next week and display leadership to the other guys who maybe aren't able to do that?
Okay, so you just got to make sure you communicate with everybody correctly. And, you got to make sure everybody's okay. You got to make sure nobody's getting down on themselves or pointing fingers at each other. Things you said earlier, and that's really just the main part.
Yeah, so it's like just keeping the team together, making sure nobody, like I said, nobody's getting down on themselves. Nobody feels bad about how they did necessarily, and just keeping everybody up and encouraging them to play better the next week if they did have a bad game.
So obviously last year the team lost a lot of leaders. How have y'all kind of stepped into a leadership role on that team?
I've always been the type of person to lead by example. But, since everybody's been leaving, I've been having to become more vocal. So that's really been like what I've been working on, like talking and getting everybody to do better, push harder, do everything 100%.
Yeah, being a junior now, I feel like I have a bigger role on the team, a bigger voice. I just try to show leadership by helping the young guys that are new and coming onto this, and this is their first year playing varsity. Just helping them understand that you're going to make mistakes and things are going to go bad, and just being able to control it and bounce back from it.
And how important do y'all see y'all's leadership as players? Because obviously y'all were younger guys before, and I'm sure leadership was a big part of y'all's journey. How important is y'all's leadership to the younger guys?
All right, so I'd say my sophomore year, the seniors on the team, they were pretty good players, but the leadership was pretty bad, and we ended up going 5-5 that season. So leadership has been a big focus on the team the next 2 years, and we've just been getting better and better, like the whole team overall.
I think having leadership on the team is important. It keeps the team up. It always gives you somebody to look to when things are going bad. You can always, follow in their footsteps in a sense as a young player. So, yeah.
So what is the mentality looking like, or what do y'all want to do in this Grenada game or improve bounce back from a loss?
Okay, so that was a tough loss, and I'm a defensive person, and the offense did pretty good, so I'm going to blame that loss on the defense. Even though it was the full team and it wasn't just the defense, that's just my mentality. So as a defense, we just started drilling harder. We started doing more tackling drills, and we just haven't been getting complacent. Because I feel like after that, the fair game, we felt pretty good. It was a blowout, and then we went in the next game lackadaisical. So we've just been going 100%, no breaks.
Going into this Grenada game after a loss like that, it's just about how we bounce back from the loss. Offensively, we did have a couple 3-and-outs that could have resulted in touchdown scoring drives, but it's really just about how we bounce back from the loss against South Carolina.
Yeah, with a loss like that, do y'all prepare yourselves any harder than usual and kind of have that drive to y'all?
Yeah. Because that's a horrible feeling. You don't want to feel like that, and you just don't want to feel like that ever again, especially after a close loss like that.
After the loss last week, I'm actually preparing myself a lot harsher because I feel like in that South Panola game, there was the play that I could have caught the ball and had a touchdown, and we wouldn't even been in a position to lose that game. But I'm preparing myself a lot harder and just making the plays.
So what are y'all feeling coming into the first away game this season? What's the difference in away and home field?
So obviously the crowd feels a little different, but you got to keep the same mentality. And I'm actually pretty pumped because we get to show that we can do this on the road and at home. It don't matter who we play.
Yeah, playing the first away game of the season is always very exciting because you're not at home. You get to go onto someone else's field and try to beat them on their field in front of their crowd, in front of their fans. So it's always just an exciting game, the first away game.
And, what does it look like y'all's travel day? How is it different than home game travel?
Okay, so usually at home we'll just eat, and I'll take a little nap, and I'll just chill out and listen to music. But on the road, you gotta ride that long bus with a whole bunch of people that share seats with other sweaty kids. It's pretty bad, but I just keep the same mentality. I usually do the same things when I sleep and listen to music, so you don't really switch up too much.
The difference with the traveling is, like Lamar said, getting off the bus after sitting on the bus for an hour or so, tired and cramped with sharing seats with other people. It's just being able to get off the bus and still be able to play to the ability that you would be able to play that in the comfort of sitting in your locker room versus getting on the bus to go play somewhere else.
Yeah, obviously I'll win. It doesn't matter home or away, but is an away win any sweeter than a home win in y'all's mind?
In my opinion, no. I just love winning in front of the school, you know what I'm saying? Winning in front of the opposing school's crowd feels great, but nothing compares to winning at home, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with Kamar. Winning at home is always a great feeling, but I prefer to win away games because this is, like I said, beating somebody in their stadium, on their field, in front of their fans, and that's just more exciting to me.
And then, is there any game this season that you want to win more than any other game?
Starkville and Tupelo, it's between those two.
My two games are between Tupelo and the one this Friday, actually, Grenada, because I know a lot of people from both those schools, and that's just an important game to me.
Yeah, do y'all have any pregame rituals y'all have for every game or something y'all do every game?
Before we go out and warm up, I'll breathe in and count to 10, like 10 times, and listen to my music, take a nap.
The pregame ritual I do for every game is as soon as we come in after warm-ups, I'll grab my phone, I'll go to Huddle, and then I'll go watch my older brother, Roman Gregory's senior season highlight tape before every game, just to know that that's the standard that I have to live up to and I'm expected to play at.
And then, finally, what's your favorite uniform combo with accessories?
I love the gold pins, man. That's my favorite color. So you can throw the gold on with all blue, like blue helmet, blue jersey, gold pants, or the all white helmet, white jersey, gold pants. It all looks good.
Or accessories?
People usually get on to me for my accessories because I don't wear gloves, but I just throw on a good arm sleeve and I'm good.
I'm actually tied between two uniform combos. My first one is the all white, and then the second one is the white helmet, powder blue jersey that we just got this year, and the white pants. And my accessories for both of those would be double white arm sleeve like Travis Hunter wears. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to some games around 7A this week, and our first game is Tupelo versus Shenandoah. Who do y'all think's gonna win that one?
Tupelo.
I think Tupelo is going to win that game.
I think Hernandez will win.
Yeah, Tupelo is never going to win a game of bumping. Who you got, Starkville or Meridian?
I don't know too much about Meridian, so I'm gonna go with Starkville.
I like Meridian this week with their quarterback that they have over there.
And we have a divisional game. We got Horn Lake versus Olive Branch. Obviously, this could be a big game for the Chargers. But who do y'all think's gonna win?
I got Horn Lake.
I like Olive Branch. I don't know much about them, but they were good last year. And Horn Lake just didn't seem well.
And then we have South Manoa and South End.
I'm still, I'm still a little upset that they beat us, but I got South Manoa beating something.
Yeah, I also like South Carolina winning that game.
And we got the Oxford or Scranton. I think we all know who's going to win that one. What do y'all think?
Oxford.
Oxford by 30.
All right. Thank you all for coming and thank Kamar and Kingston for coming on the show. Here, thank you. Y'all come back, sit down here.
We're gonna get one for James's mom. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
No way.
Yeah.